Hi guys, it's Krish here from Command and Camera Centre, and I'm here in sunny Bath today with a very, very special guest, Mr. David Parry. Welcome back to the fold, mate. It's lovely to see you, buddy. So, for those of you guys who don't know, David's from Canon UK, who have very kindly invited us down today to check out some absolutely awesome new treats. Okay guys, so David, what have we got here in front of us?
So we've actually got four products to show you today. So we've got the R7, we've got the R10, we've got an 18 to 150 and an 18 to 45mm lens as well. And these are additions to our R series cameras, hence the name R10 and R7.
Brilliant stuff. There we go, the crop sensor into the RF lineup at last.
Absolutely, yeah.
Last,
so obviously all of our R system cameras at the moment are full frame, but we understand there's a customer out there who really does enjoy the crop sensor. They do sports, wildlife, action photography. They want to get that extra reach on their lenses to get nice and close to the subject, fill that frame. So we're giving these guys now the crop sensor inside an R system body.
Absolutely awesome stuff. And we've got the 2.0. So as David just mentioned, we've got the R10 here, which is sort of the little brother, if you will, in terms of its ergonomic build. Really nice and compact.
It's actually smaller and lighter than a 250D.
250D. There we go, guys. So yeah, just to give you an idea of how small and light that camera is.
But what I really like about this is we've still got a nice size grip on it.
Absolutely,
and you quite often find that sometimes when you go for very small cameras, the grip can get very small, but that actually still feels like a very comfortable size grip.
Definitely, yeah. Sometimes that gets sacrificed on smaller camera design, doesn't it? But no, really nice to see that Canon have kept that and kept that incorporated. And then we've got the big brother, then the R7, the all singing, all dancing, as it were, isn't it? But yeah, talk to us a little bit about this one as well.
Yeah, so the R7 is a really, really exciting camera to launch into our range, because it kind of follows on from our 7 series that we had in the DSLRs. We had the 7D and the 7D Mark II, which were just synonymous with sports, action, wildlife, and all that kind of photography.
Absolutely,
now we've brought this range to the R system. So what you'll notice from this difference between the other R system is how small and lightweight this camera is again. We've really embraced what mirrorless can do and made it smaller and lighter, but again with a nice size grip.
Yes, indeed.
Really nice size grip on there, and the same battery.
Yes.
So it takes the same battery as your 7D.
There we go, guys. So
the
LP6. There we go.
And you've got dual card slot there as well.
And it's just the single on the R10, isn't it?
Correct. So externally these are quite different cameras, but internally they do have some similarities.
Sure. And
one of the big similarities has got to be the autofocus system. What you've got with this is both of these is you've got dual pixel CMOS AF2.
There it is.
Which is
There's
pretty much the same.
That's the headline.
Which is pretty much the same AF system as R3, R5 and R6, and that's on both these cameras. So if you're stepping up from an 850D or something like that, or a 7D or something like that, one of the biggest things I think you'll notice, and I think what we've noticed, is the power of that autofocus system. Animal detection, face detection, vehicle detection, it's all on here. Eye detection.
And it really does stick. We've been shooting some birds of prey this afternoon here in Bath, and they've both been absolutely awesome. I could put one down and pick the other up and just get straight back into it. So if you're already an RF shooter, actually certainly the R7 feels ergonomically very at home in terms of the buttons and dials. But there are some new ergonomic features, are there not, David? So for example, if we have a little look at the back of the R7 there, we've got the little control dial.
So you've got the joystick in the middle, and you've got a control wheel around the outside. So this is making the body smaller, we've incorporated these two together, which actually makes a lot of sense. When you've got your thumb on there, you can activate the autofocus, you can change the f-point, and then very quickly you can exposure compensate or whatever you want to use that wheel for.
Indeed.
So it's really, really nice to actually use that.
Absolutely super handy, and at the tip of your thumb, in that really nice comfortable little spot there.
Really in that right position. So both of them have variable angle screens on them. They're both 3-inch. The R7 is a slightly higher resolution one, which is this one's pretty much the same as what you get on the R6.
The R6, sure.
The viewfinders are both the same resolution. and they have a slightly different magnification point, but they are very, very similar in the way they function and are used. One of the big differences with these two is the image stabilization.
Sure.
So this one does have in-body IS, and this is our renowned in-body IS system, pretty much the same as what you get in R5 and R6, but this one doesn't have in-body IS. So it's one of the big step-ups between these two, is this one has in-body image stabilization.
I suppose there's got to be that separating factor to differentiate the lineups, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's what you need and what kind of photography you do to what you want. I mean, this is such a small, lightweight package, so if you do a lot of travel photography, do a lot of street photography and this kind of thing, this will probably be a great solution for you. But if I keep saying it, if sports, action, wildlife, if that is your thing, you know, you can't compete with the feature set that this one has on it.
Absolutely. But in terms of a hybrid camera, which we're all very used to seeing now with all manufacturers, Canon, they put a lot into the video specs on these. These are no slouches by any stretch of the imagination.
So both of them will do 4K 60p. Difference is this one, when it does 4K 60, is cropped. If you do 4K 30, it isn't, so it's using the full area of the sensor. This one will do 4K 60p uncropped, so that's the full area of the sensor. The shooting times on these, you can shoot for about 6 hours on this one, and you can shoot for about 2 hours on this one, and neither of these are part of that 29-minute, 59-second rule. That's now gone. This one has this one actually shoots 7K, which then you can
it's a down sample. Sorry, or 4K up sample.
Correct. Yeah. Whereas this one is 6K. Also with this one you have microphone and headphone input as well.
Brilliant.
It shoots C-Log. And you have HDR PQ on this one as well.
That's C-Log 3 in the
correct. So C-Log 3. So I mean, we know that APS-C is a great sensor size to use for video shooting. And we think this one could be real interest in the video shooting. Another thing that is really interesting with both of these, is they have the new accessory shoe on the top as well. So it is a standard size. It will take any of your sort of accessories you have at the moment, because it's got the 70-pin for the hot shoe. But this has the extra contacts on here, so you can use accessories which has more communication. So we do a microphone, an audio microphone, which takes the information through here rather than using the jack. So you can take power, and the accessories can take power from the camera as well. And that's on both of these cameras.
Such a there we go. Got a horn going off behind us there. But
brilliant.
No, absolutely brilliant, and they're ram packed full of features as well, and at a quite a fantastic price point, which I won't go into too much just yet, because as we've been told this morning by the guys at Canon UK, it's all to be confirmed. But by the time you're watching this video, you'll see full listings for both cameras on our web page. Okay, guys. So David, so that's the camera bodies, but we've got another two products to talk about as well, indeed. So, David, take it away, please. A couple of new optics for us.
Absolutely, two new lenses. So these are RF lenses, so they're designed for the smaller size sensor. This means we can design the lenses very, very small and very, very lightweight. I mean, this is, I've got my hand here, an 18 to 150. I mean, look at the size of that. It's absolutely tiny, and it's got this flange here, this larger flange to obviously fit on. So these are RF mount cameras, so they will both take any of our RF lenses. They will also, with the adapter, take any of our EF lenses, so they are fully part of the R range, but we are creating lenses dedicated to this crop sensor. Funny enough, you can actually use these on a full frame body if you want to.
Right, yes,
and it automatically goes into crop mode.
Brilliant.
But I can't see why you would probably do that, but you can.
Appreciate that.
So this is an 18 to 150. This on the R7 will give you up to 7 stops of image stabilization, which is pretty amazing. It's an STM as well, so it is really good for video shooting as well as stills. And then the other lens we've got here, which is once again absolutely tiny. So this is a 18 to 45. So very, very small, collapsible lens there. This is kind of the equivalent of your standard 18-55 that you get with like a 250D or an 850D.
So that's going to be the more common lens in kits then as we sort of roll forward.
Absolutely. You can get both of these. So you can get the R7 with this lens and body only.
Correct.
The R10 you can get with this lens, or body only as well if you want to.
So R10, 3 kits available, 2 kits available for the I say kits, 1 body only and 1 kit.
Absolutely right.
But they're absolutely fantastic value for money, and like I said, just being out there now shooting sort of birds in flight and things, very, very rarely missed a beat there, to be honest with you, which is testament to dual pixel CMOS AF2, as it were, you know. And we've got to bear in mind, of course, these are pre-production models, so they're not the you know, they're not the full, you know, firmware version 1.0 that you'll get on release day. But no, absolutely, you know, they've really worked very, very well so far. I'm really looking forward to getting back out there to the eagles and the owls, as it were.
We're missing the action.
Nah, it's all good, David. Yeah. But no, thank you so much for joining us, mate.
No problem.
Sorry, it was a brief interview, but it's there's a lot going on this afternoon, guys. So only a few moments with the cameras today. But for any further information, guys, please don't hesitate to head on over to www.carmarthencameras.com. You will see a full social blowout on the announcement of these cameras as well. On all social media channels, so that'll be Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. We are at Carmarthen Cameras. Drop us a like, give us a follow, and let us know what you think of the video. All right, guys. David, absolute pleasure to see you once again. Thank you so much for your time. Really well appreciated. And guys, we'll see you in the shop. Take care. Ta-da.